whatever. I don't even know what to call it, but we have something wonderful planned for you that we've never really done before, right? It's usually either a Shapely TV episode or that's it. So summer's coming and the world is opening back up, right? So we can't live like hermits anymore. So we have to go outside. Well, we don't have to, but we should. Mm-hmm. And we were thinking about some skincare tips, and the perfect person that I had in mind was Tiffany Glover. So introduce yourself, Tiffany. Drop your credentials and let them know what you're working with.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I am a licensed esthetician, and I'm certified through Merle Norman as an esthetician. I live in Alabama, and it's hot down here, and the sun burns like fire 24 hours a day. But that's all. I'm an esthetician. I love skincare, and I just love touching faces and all that good stuff. I like waxing and stuff, but skincare is my thing. So thank you for having me today.
That. Was it like Dr. Pimple Popper or something?
Oh, I would love to work for somebody like that. Oh my God. Yes.
I have to just scroll back. I'm so squeamish.
It's gold. It is gold.
I don't know. I can't see stuff oozing out of people. But nevertheless, we also have Toya on the jack. Say wave hi to everybody, Toya.
Hi, guys.
And making her debut, we have Shay.
Hi.
Normally, Shay's behind the scenes. However,
I have forced to be in front today.
I forced you. She has to. The questions I sent you earlier, Tiffany, were from her. So she had to. I was like, "You will be on the episode, right?"
Yeah.
They were great questions. They were actually things that I was thinking about anyway. Those are like the most common questions that people have, and they're the most important questions too. So you did a good job.
Oh, thank you so much.
She did all right.
Can we talk about Shay's beat today?
Oh,
no, please.
All right, so as stated earlier in the episode, summer's coming. You know, we're about to go back outside. Some of us have been, inside for a very long time. So tips, tricks, anything you could, think of would help. Shashan, you want to start with your questions?
Okay, yeah, sure. So the first question I wanted to know was, do you have any suggestions? Like, are there any type of foods that we could incorporate in our diet to help promote healthy skin?
The most important thing as far as your diet goes, well, your skin tells exactly how healthy you are. It really is. What's going on inside of your body shows through your skin. And so it's the same thing we've always been taught about what to eat, what not to eat. We need to eat vitamin-rich foods. We need to eat good fats. They're full of antioxidants. The good fats, they help promote collagen. I took some notes too, so I'm just going to read them, okay?
You was ready. Okay.
I was stressing. I was like, I got to do good for these girls.
Thank you.
Well, one thing that, you'll hear people, and I'm going to talk about acne first. People talk about how they can't eat chocolate. You got to enjoy yourself, You can eat chocolate. It will not worsen your acne. Junk foods and sweets are unhealthy and shouldn't be consumed in large quantities anyway. But they don't directly affect that. Excess iodine. So you have to be careful of what kind of salts that you take, what kind of salt you take into your body. Iodine is good for your body, but iodine can also be bad. It's all about balance. Spicy foods, alcohol consumption.
I love spicy foods.
Rosacea, and rosacea can occur in any skin type. Skin type. The darker skin, you may not be able to see that redness, but you can feel that inflammation, that pain, that right, itchy.
I saw it yesterday for the first time.
Really?
When I went for that walk. I said, have you ever seen a black person red?
But that can cause flare-ups, and it also dehydrates you. And the key to good skin and nutrition is what? Water.
Hydration, yeah.
Is the key to everything. Water is the key to everything. And that's what we suffer a lot with. Most times you'll hear people say, my skin is dry. Your skin is not dry. Your skin is dehydrated. And so you've got to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. That is the hardest thing in the world for me to do.
Yeah, me too.
And in times, days like these, we're so busy all the time. We want to, caffeine is our best friend and it's our worst enemy too.
Yeah.
Every time you drink caffeine, you need to drink water after it, because that it's going to flush toxins out of your body. It's going to feed your cells. Your cells are dying. You've got to keep them moist. That's what I always say. Keep those cells moist.
Yeah.
And people who eat low-fat diets, this is good for the big girls, okay? These people who run around with eating low-fat diets, they're not healthy. They are not healthy. When their body fat drops, it results in hormonal imbalances. Big girls got hormonal imbalances too. You got to be careful if you want to go on a diet, make it a lifestyle, and going low fat all the time is not good for you. You have to have those good fats. You got to eat fish. You got to eat, don't be eating a bunch of, but you've got to eat the good stuff. And it also, when you go with low fats and your hormones change, your hyperpigmentation starts kicking in, which is my worst enemy and a lot of other people's worst enemy is hyperpigmentation. But water, it composes 50 to 70% of our body. And it's essential. It sustains everything. It aids in elimination of toxins, removes waste. It helps regulate your body temperature, and it aids in digestion. 2 to 3 liters a day. And as far as foods to eat, salmon. Salmon is the best thing to eat. It's high in protein, and this is also good. You had the question about your hair, skin, and nails. This is all combined. It's high in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, iron, and B12. It also protects your skin from sun damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Didn't know that.
And it supports scalp health. Protein, it wards off hair loss, aids in nail growth, and it makes your hair color more vibrant. And another thing, that if you don't like eggs, you should. Eggs are wonderful. They help promote strong and healthy nails. The protein, vitamin A. Vitamin A is your skin's best friend too. Vitamin A helps to brighten your skin, helps your cells to regenerate. And blueberries.
Well, didn't I just say blueberries? I said blueberries earlier.
Because the antioxidants, right?
Yep, antioxidants, anti-aging, combats acne. And some people think that there is a little bit of a correlation between dairy milk, like cow's milk, or dairy products can be bad for your skin, especially with acne, people with acne. So if you're going to do milk, do a low fat, do the skim, or use soy milk. One thing I did learn not too long ago is eating oatmeal is wonderful for your skin health. And it's also good for your body because of the fiber in it. It helps remove waste from your body. And oatmeal has copper, zinc, B vitamins, and it's good for your nails, your hair, all that good stuff. Not the instant ones, the ones that you really have to work on. You have to
so like steel cuts.
It becomes instant. They have stripped it of so many.
So no Quaker Oats.
Well, they have steel.
You can get the steel cut. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Steel cut ones are good. Throw you some blueberries in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Some avocados. No,
Avocado. It's got the good fat. And beans. Eating beans is very good for collagen promotion. For collagen.
A lot of beans. Soya incorporates a good amount of beans and legumes into her diet.
Beans are so good. It gives your skin a healthy glow, elasticity. But carrots, spinach, broccoli, romaine lettuce. I don't like lettuce. I always feel like there's no point in eating lettuce. It has no nutritional value, but romaine lettuce does. because of the beta carotene in it. It turns into vitamin A, and it also will help you with diabetes.
That was a very thorough response. Thank you so much. And you have mentioned, I don't know if you have hyperpigmentation on there, the definition.
She did.
That
Okay.
was on the next one.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
Ask the question.
The definition for hyperpigmentation?
Okay, yeah. So one of the other questions I had, it was specifically, you know, because I know a lot of times Black people suffer from hyperpigmentation. I know I do. And I wanted to know, were there any suggestions for preventing the hyperpigmentation from darkening throughout the summer months?
I'll hear a lot of people with darker skin think that they don't need sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
do.
used to think that.
Yeah, a lot of people, everybody thinks that the darker their skin is, they don't need it because their skin doesn't burn. Your skin, you know, you're not going to burn like people with lighter skin, but you're going to get just as much damage, if not more. And that's where most hyperpigmentation, it brings it out. It does.
What
You'll
is
notice
hyperpigmentation exactly? What is that? I hear it, but I don't know.
It's a dark scarring on the skin.
Oh.
Our skin we're born with melanocytes, and those are things that that produce melanin. We are all born with the same amount of melanocytes. Everybody is. But depending on your ethnicity, that word.
We got it. I got you, girl. I got you.
Depending on where in the world your ancestors come from, you're going to produce more melanin or less melanin.
Mm-hmm.
So increased melanin causes excess pigment, and sun exposure, acne, medications, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from skin damage cause darkened pigmentation. So it can come from some kind of trauma that you've had to your skin. It can come from your hormones. There's a wide variety of reasons why you get hyperpigmentation. And it's not anything in particular that you can do to keep from getting it, but the key to keeping it down, I guess you could say, is to protect your skin from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The sun is good for us because of vitamin D, and it helps us. It helps us in a lot of ways, but you need to protect yourself. I would not use any kind of sunscreen with an SPF less than 30.
Right.
Really, the number on a sunscreen is actually is associated with how long it will be before you have to reapply it. So a 30 will last you longer than the others. And so, and in the summertime, you're sweaty. You know, a lot of those sunscreens are thick. And
yeah,
one that I found that I really like is Neutrogena, and it's not expensive. There's so many out there that are just expensive, and we ain't got the money to spend for all this stuff right now with all that's going on, you know?
So, see, Neutrogena, this a plug. I'm going to need y'all to call us for some sponsorship, but go ahead.
I'm not supposed to, well, you know, if I talked about what I sold, I'd be trying to, I don't do labels too much.
Right.
But Neutrogena.
It's good and affordable.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, because I'm using Aveeno for my facial cream, but it has an SPF of 30 on it. But I find like after I use it, it's like I feel like my face is very greasy, and I have combination skin. So I'm wondering now, like I've been thinking about trying something else because I just don't like how greasy my face looks.
Right. In the summertime, you need to use a lighter type of moisturizer, and just get out and try different. Aveeno is a very good brand.
It is, yeah.
I'm going to try the Neutrogena. I know I use it to when I go to the beach. I'm really bad about not putting sunscreen on, and that's why when I don't have my makeup on, I look like a giraffe because I've got hyperpigmentation everywhere. I have 47 years worth of sun damage, so.
Oh, wow. But you look great.
Thank you.
But yeah, a lighter, in the summer months, you know, you feel greasy, you feel your skin's thicker. The darker the skin, the thicker the skin is too, and it produces more oils.
Okay.
So exfoliation in the summertime will help you a whole lot. And you have to be careful because you don't want to exfoliate and then you have hyperpigmentation, and so you're trying to lighten that up too. If you use things that are too strong, where you do exfoliate, that hyperpigmentation, that lightening can like make your face look splotchy, more splotchy.
Okay.
So, but you get some kind of just a gentle scrub.
Great.
A lot of cleansers will have a scrub in it, and so just, do that daily. One thing that you can do to help brighten or with hyperpigmentation is use vitamin C. Serums. You can get it in serums, cleansers, masks, moisturizers. But in the summertime, just use a really light moisturizer because you're going to have sunscreen too. The way that you apply it is when you do put on you need to do this twice a day for better skin. A lot of people will go and spend a ton of money on all these things. They'll go spend a ton of money up front, and then they're going to use it, but they're not going to use it correctly. So the most important things to do to your face every day, when you get up in the morning, put some cool water on your face and wash your face. Don't use soap. Please don't use soap. Get a cleanser.
Okay.
You're going to cleanse your face. You may want to do it twice. Have really oily skin, do it twice. And then you're going to do a toner. I used to think toners were crazy. I'm like, why do people need this? It looks like water. What's the point of toner? But toner actually helps to neutralize the pH in your skin, and it gets your skin ready to take in any kind of other things that you put on your face.
Preach! I've been using toner since I was 13.
These two have like a whole skincare regimen going on, and I'm the one who uses soap.
Don't do that no more. There's a commercial where these ladies are talking about how they told their friends to use a certain brand, and it is a beauty bar. It's good for you. I'm not going to say, but wash your body with it, but don't put it on your face.
Okay.
Well, you're going to cleanse. You're going to tone. A lot of times toners will come in a bottle and you put it on the little cotton pad, and I put it in a spray bottle and spritz it on my face about 6 times. And then I do this and just rub it in, add it in. Do like this. I look silly right here doing this. That's what you do. That gets it in there really good. And it's
Why
not
don't you use the cotton balls and because I usually put it on my cotton ball and then wipe my face, because I also know toner also helps remove additional debris.
Right. If you've already cleansed your face, you may want to just get a rag and wipe your face with a wet rag or a sponge, and then spritz it on. And you can do it either way. I mean, it's going to work either way, but that's the way that I like it. Just spritzing it on your face, and then maybe wipe it with do all that good stuff and then wipe it.
Okay.
Everybody has their own little way, because we all have everybody's skin is so different, and if it works for you, it works for you. But you're going to tone, and then you're going to put your serums. If you have serums are expensive.
Yes.
They are.
I love them though.
They're worth it. You're going to put your serums on. You use it. If you're putting serums on, try not to put more than 3 on at a time. Go from the thinnest consistency to the thickest. And then you're going to put on your moisturizer. Just a light moisturizer. If it does not have a sunscreen in it, put your sunscreen on after your moisturizer. And then about every other day, or depending on if you feel like your skin is you feel that gunk feeling on your skin, use an exfoliator at least every other day. At night before you go to bed, then you put your moisturizer on over it.
Thank you for all that tidbit, because that's really good. And it makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
You've been spending your money, you've been justifying.
Yeah.
your money, right?
Yeah, because I just want to make sure, like, you know, I think the biggest takeaway I got so far is that I definitely, and I was telling Aya yesterday, like, I went out for a walk and I realized as soon as I got outside, I was like, I really should put sunscreen on my face, because it was like 12 o'clock, the highest point, the sun is at its highest point, the hottest part of the day. And when I nearly didn't make it home from that workout, almost like fell out.
Share your location. I gotta know where to come get you.
But I was like, really, because when I came home, my face was, I'd never seen a dark-skinned person's skin red before. And I was like, wow, like I'd never seen that before. And I was like, yeah, I should have worn sunscreen.
Yep.
And
Even when it's cloudy.
Yeah, I know that too. Yeah. And I think we forget about that as well, because we don't see it as much. So we think, oh, we don't need it, but it's still, the UV rays is still that strong, even on a cloudy day. So thank you for sharing that wisdom.
Another thing about hyperpigmentation, if you get waxed, if you get your face waxed or whatever, you get waxed.
I leave my mustache right where it is.
I cannot get my lip waxed, because when I get it waxed, I look like I have a mustache because I turn dark hair. So the one thing that may help with that is it always helps to exfoliate your skin, whatever area you're going to get waxed. If you have an appointment, do it a couple days in advance, exfoliate your skin. And that includes shaving. If you shave your legs, put a body scrub on your legs before you shave. And then you will not believe just how good your legs will feel after you've done that. Or other areas, you know, just exfoliate.
Underarms too?
Yes. And if you have darkness, I just started doing this at my practice.
I have that.
I started doing an underarm detox. It's an underarm facial.
Please talk about that. Please. I'm struggling under the arms.
It's just like getting a facial on your face. You get a cleanser, your toner, an exfoliator, and just go through the steps that you would get during a facial.
Wow.
And then shave. And it'll help with, I know I have a lot of darkness under my arms, and it's helped. And a lot of people are starting to go more towards natural deodorants too.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to detox your underarms to prepare for that.
Okay.
And be careful with those burnt. I got burnt, and that's why I had dark underarms, because I was using like Nair or one of those things. Yeah. I left it on too long. So it burned my underarms. I had a lot of like exfoliating to do to get all that burnt, dead skin off. It was really, I just got my underarms back. That was like a year or two ago.
And a lot of people will, you know, I know a lot of men deal with this, like when they shave or they get waxed anywhere on their body, they'll get ingrown hairs. And so that, or razor bumps, and exfoliating before you do any kind of hair removal. It with that. And there's also something called Tend, TEND skin that you can get that you put on after that will help with that too.
Okay, cool. So what I
guys don't think about that they need skincare, but guys need skincare too.
Yes, they do, y'all. You wanted to?
Oh no, I was just gonna agree.
What I hear so far is that one, you should be careful at the procedures you're doing all at the same time, and that like toners and stuff, those products really matter, but we don't have to spend a fortune on them.
The next question is, how do I determine what facial procedures are best for my skin? And can people with sensitive skin get facials, or should they get facials?
Yes. The most important thing I would think is, and I believe in, you know, finding out exactly what kind of treatment you need for your skin, is not watching beauty bloggers and thinking that you need to do what they're doing to their skin.
Thank you. Because Shoshana would be like, this doesn't work on me. And I'd be like, do you look like the broad you was watching? If y'all look like, chances are what she doing ain't gonna work.
Or they putting makeup on and I think
filters, right?
I think that a lot of even though I'm going to put stuff, on my Instagram and whatnot about, I think that a lot of beauty bloggers, in my opinion, I think that it hurts a lot of women's self-esteem and confidence. I really do, because they think that just because they can't make themselves look like those women, that there's something wrong with them.
Well, we be feeling very regular. Like sometimes I feel very basic sometimes. Like,
I'm glad that you said that too, because like a lot of people, like I said, I had talked about one time that there's nothing wrong with being naked. And when I said naked, like you don't have to be beat every day. And the fact that we've become like a culture, especially now with the rise of beauty bloggers, so many people feel like they have to be perfect all the time, and that perfection comes through making up. Like there's, or that the idea that you have to make up something, and that you at your core isn't enough. So it's like they hurt at the same time as some of them are trying to do good, but it's also, that part of it.
Yeah. But if it were, now that I've gone through school and everything, I think that the most important thing is, you see things in your skin that we all see the worst parts of ourselves before we see the best parts. So if the best thing to do is get something to start that's going to help you, like your cleanser, toner, moisturizer. Do it twice a day. Wash your face before you go to bed. Don't go to bed with makeup on. That's disgusting. It is. But get something.
The bar soap user is cringing.
Sometimes you like, I don't want to wake up at like 6 just to do what.
No, you don't have to do all that. Just when you get up, just wash your face real quick. You ain't got to go, And there are also.
If I have makeup on already and it's like midnight, I'm like, I'm about to be up in 6 hours. Like,
oh my God.
That's just the lazy person in me. My bad.
We've all done it.
When you're sleeping, your body is healing itself, and your skin is healing itself. So you need to wash your face before you go to bed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And look, if you don't have cleanser, you ain't going anywhere to get anything at the store right now, whatever. I mean, even if you're going to use soap, just wash your face, but try to
at the very minimum.
Wash your face.
Okay, now the sensitive skin that she mentioned.
Sensitive skin. Absolutely. Okay. Sensitive skin can get lots of things done.
Okay.
And
if
you have sensitive skin, anybody needs to go see. You don't have to go to a dermatologist. Go see an esthetician. An esthetician who, when you go in, has you fill out an information form and ask you questions about your skin and how it if you go into a spa or a skin bar or whatever, and they don't sit down and ask you some things about your lifestyle, about how you may react to things or medications you take, going to see a professional is like going to see a doctor, because they're going to ask you a lot of stuff, and they're doing it to make the best of your skin. There's a lot of things out there for sensitive skin. So yes, you can get a facial. I love giving facials to people with sensitive skin. I love giving facials to people who have never had one. It is very, very rewarding to see.
I've never had one, next guinea pig. And I just want to say, like, I'm just so blown away by, I'm sorry, people, I'm geeking out, because I'm just so blown away by this episode right now, because you are, like, dropping all the gems.
Yeah.
I just want to have a little gem drop sound, like, bling. So, yeah.
Next time we're at an event together, I will give you a facial.
Really?
Yes.
Look what I won.
Make sure I'm there, please.
Yes.
I will know, Tiffany, because I will be following you.
She'll be finding me. She'll find me. I'm here for my facial.
Okay, so my last question was, what's a skincare habit that you feel people should adopt and one they should abandon?
Ooh.
Like one that we talked about just now.
Through with these questions, Shoshana, come through.
replace some bad habits with just the opposite. So, not wearing sunscreen. Wear sunscreen.
Check.
Washing your face before you go to bed. Be consistent with what you do. Skincare does not happen overnight.
Yeah.
You see these people, though, like I was saying a while ago, they go spend a ton of money and they do it a few days. Like, well, they didn't do anything. Well, it's just like weight loss. It's just like exercising. You have to exercise your skin too.
It's like you work out 2 days and you like, why? Same thing. You your face 2 days and you like, why?
Like you need
to I walk 45 minutes, an hour today. Why don't I? Yeah, you're gonna be feeling sore tomorrow. That's about it. But if you do it every day, it's every day and being consistent at doing it. And find an esthetician to give you a facial. I would say at least once a month. It's like taking your skin to the gym, because they're gonna give you a massage on your face that helps with lymphatic drainage. And that reduces like swelling, all those types of things. But bad habits, not drinking enough water, not eating the right things or taking the right vitamins. You got to take some vitamins. If you're not eating the right things, please take vitamins. Smoking is bad for everything. And drinking too much and caffeine. You can't have fun if you want good skin, I guess.
We got to let go of the rosé.
If you're going to drink the rosé, drink you some water the next morning, okay?
Okay, so less blush, honey. Okay.
Would you recommend like having a dermatologist and an esthetician that you go to?
You need both.
Yeah, like regularly throughout the year to keep your skin.
Well, if you have a dermatologist, is good to go to. I would say if you don't have any kind of really bad skin disorders, like acne, or anything that needs any kind of medication, a dermatologist is great to go to at least twice a year, because they can see things as far as skin cancers, things like that. And then that's another thing to do with sunscreen. Darker skin people can get skin cancers.
Yes.
And you know, and that's, you're not getting burned, but you're getting those bad UVA rays that are really bad. So sunscreen. But get you an esthetician. Make her your best friend. She can find, like, if she sees something on you that may need to go be looked at by a dermatologist, she'll tell you.
So would you recommend going to an esthetician first before the dermatologist?
I would.
Oh, okay.
Because they'll do a skin analysis and they'll ask questions. And if I don't see you needing a dermatologist anytime soon, that pretty face, but go see an esthetician and just get you a good facial.
You may just love it.
A lot of people, what I do, I have what they call an express facial. It's not very long. A lot of people have never had a facial, just to give them that experience and show them, because you can get facials that cost a lot of money, but I don't want to give anybody a facial if I've not seen their skin. Like somebody's going to come in and say, I need a chemical peel. No, Ooh. I'm not going to give somebody a chemical peel right off the bat.
That's how you know quality to me. Like that just is a testament to me of your craftsmanship and your professionalism, because you have some people who would just take your money and just do it. So the fact that you have a process that you stick to me speaks volumes. And integrity, as Shoshana said.
Get you somebody who's just going to give you a basic kind of facial to begin with, and doesn't try to offer you all of these things, because a lot of those things you may not need. They're just trying to get money out of it. You go in, they're going to give you all these forms to fill out. Please fill them out honestly. And if you don't understand one of the questions, ask them, because you're going to see jargon that you don't understand on there. Right. I know on mine I do, and because through my insurance I have certain questions on my questionnaire. But a lot of people don't even know they're, so if I'm like, if you don't understand this, ask me, please. And then if they don't sit down with you and go over that form, then I'd get the facial, see what happens, but I would go look somewhere else too.
So you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna piggyback on what Tiffany said. I really think that what you're describing are like totally red flags. I've gotten facials before, and I don't do them as regularly as I want because at the time I couldn't afford to, but I do plan to like start doing them regularly because now I can. So, but and it's just a really good experience. So I really encourage other women and men to take part in that, and just look out for what you just talked about whether the person is asking you about any have you seen any differences in your skin, or like are there any trouble areas that are concerning you, or what's your diet like, and all those things. Like you said, those are red flags for you to know, like, oh, this might not be the person for me, because they don't even ask you the basic questions that I think any licensed esthetician would ask you.
Yeah.
Even when you go get waxed, they should ask you some questions. Because if you're diabetic, you may not need to get waxed. It can be, they need to ask you questions about your a lot of different things, especially being a woman.
It's not like you said you're a whore.
I know, I got it. When I said, I was like, Lord, yeah. I'm like,
like, I need to know what it's been before I touch it.
Even when you go get waxed, they should have you ask you a few questions. They should.
About your extracurricular activities. I'm joking.
My question is, okay, so I'm one of those people that kind of like never throw my products out. And, you know, I have a night scrub thing that I use. And because I'm one of those people that are not consistent with it, it's pretty full. And I'm like, you know, I could use this. And my mother's like, no, like certain things they put in there could go bad or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So is it like super important that you like throw that stuff out and replenish?
Yes.
Tell her, Tiffany.
If you get something and it comes in like a jar that's like a dark colored jar, they'll last longer than something else, than other things that do not. Now, there are some things that, did you know that honey, I think it's honey, I'm not even going to say it. I think honey never goes bad.
Okay.
But
I believe
there are things, or like Vaseline type things. Vaseline is good for you. It doesn't expire, but usually a year. And it should say it on the back of the container.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and one thing that I get things, I'm like, I don't even remember when I got this.
Yeah, me too.
That is another problem.
Maybe we should get a Sharpie and put the date on it.
Great minds think alike, Tiffany. Great minds think alike.
Or like all products should have an expiration date, but I guess that's like an FDA, or I don't know which governing body mandates or controls that, but
they should have the date that it was put in the container on there. They really should.
Yeah.
Because that could be sitting there a year before you even buy it.
Yeah.
And I guess we should do audits too of our supplies, like go through our cabinets or beauty bags and look through our stuff and look and say, okay, I have this, you know? Because I know I don't always do that, and I know that even stuff like eyeshadow, like that stuff I know like has a short window, like anything like that. So, you know, be careful, guys, because you could be putting like bacteria in your eyes or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I learned a lot.
Me too.
Thanks.
I do have a question too about a technique. I have a question about I feel like that what's trending right now is microdermabrasion. Yeah. So like, can you explain to everybody what that is and if you're like a person of color too, like how can it benefit your skin?
Well, with a person of color, especially, I have friends who I went to school with that when they discovered it, it was all over with. That's all they want was that. But microdermabrasion is the one that I use. It's diamonds. That's what it's some kind of stone, and it's on a wand most of the time, and it has a little vacuum And so it goes across your skin and it's taking all of that dead skin off and it's sucking it up, pulling some things out of your pores. And it's very, it's very good for exfoliation. It is. And sometimes it can be bad. You ever see people who have, like, you can see like little red veins in their face, like little tiny veins. Sometimes it's not good for people with skin like that, or it depends on the, I'm trying to think, like we're using sandpaper and there's different weights to the sandpaper.
Right. The abrasiveness, or
Yeah.
I think that's the word.
They need to start with something really light. Because it can cause hyperpigmentation too.
Oh, okay.
But it also can help brighten hyperpigmentation too, because it's removing that dead skin.
Yeah.
Microdermabrasion is wonderful. It is.
I can't wait till it opens up in New York so I can get one. I'm dying to get one of those.
You see those wands on TV? They call it the dermal.
I keep seeing that, yeah.
Wand or whatever they sell at Walmart.
Oh,
Dermaplaning is a big thing too, but dermaplaning is good because a lot of people have hair they don't see on their face. Your hair does not grow back thicker or anything like that, but it does make your skin brighter. It removes some dead skin. But if you wear a lot of makeup, it helps makeup go on your face a lot smoother.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a lot of fun to
the
do.
hair growing thicker. I used to have one chin hair. Now I'm not even close the amount.
If anything ever happens to me and I'm in a coma or something, I hope somebody will come shave my face. I'm telling you. I'm a circus lady. I am.
We got a t-shirt. I'm a circus lady.
I could be. I can make some money.
Yeah. So you think that like, oh, we can't pull it because then 8 will grow back or something. All I know is that over the years, the number has multiplied.
But that's
it happens.
A planing tool. It kind of gets the dead hair.
It falls off your head. The older you get, it falls off your head and grows on your chin.
Cause you get it. And I got one like right here.
Okay, that's a lot, honey.
Just pull it out.
So long. I don't know, but I digress. That just touched me personally because of my struggles, So yeah, I feel like Tiffany, you did such an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
I was so nervous about this, y'all.
You killed it.
Yes.
I feel more educated now. Like you really dropped some knowledge, and we greatly appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Please tell people where to find you.
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Tiff the Skin Whisperer, and I'll be posting some informational things on there, hopefully in the near future. I'm on Facebook, Tiffany Janon, or well, that's where I am. That's where I am. Okay. And I'm also the store I work from is Merle Norman, Dothan, Alabama. We have a Facebook, and there'll be stuff on there too. And if you ever have any questions, I don't care a bit to give anybody some advice. And people will ask me, what do I need? What can I use? Well, I can't touch your face. So go find an esthetician, a good one, and let them see what they can do to help you. It's like having a personal trainer. It is. And it's worth it. You can't reverse the aging process, but you can preserve what you have. You can take care of what you have. So
okay. I like that.
And men need to take care of their skin too. Yes. That's when I love giving men facials because they got all that gooey stuff in their skin.
Yeah.
Especially like a blue collar where like dust and everything probably just sitting in there. So if you're a blue collar, to call me, right? We can go to Alabama and go see Tiffany. Thank you so much. I hope this is not the last Shapeliest seeing of you, because I would hope we could, collaborate in the future. I love your presentation.
Maybe when I do see you again, I give you that facial. We'll make an event out of it.
Yes.
Yes. Film
Yes.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be great. Oh, dang. Now I'm like, when the next event coming up, So
You're the reason why I'm going to come to an event. I've been kind of burnt out on stuff, but now you are the reason I might come to an event.
in January, you could come skiing with us, because we'll be skiing in the Poconos.
I know I see y'all's pictures looking all fancy and stuff.
Yes.
But you look like you came out of some kind of catalog.
Derma blaze down the ski slopes. So
People would be like, there was some crazy fat Southern woman up there. All around.
But yes, please come with us. We had a blast last time, and we'll be going this time. And with so many events canceled, I don't really know when the next time I'm going to see you. So the ski trip will be a perfect time.
That'd be fun.
It will be. You have a personal invitation from the Shapely crew.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you guys for watching. Shoshana, thanks for the amazing questions. You were well prepared. Toya, thanks. Thank you. You filled in the holes and everything. I think collectively we did an amazing job, not to pat ourselves on the back. But please, summer's here. The sun is out. Take care of your skin so we don't look like raisins in the fall. And with that said, bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.